T minus 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Hey kids, welcome to This Week. We're so excited. I'm Michaela.
And I'm Samuel, and we have so much coming up for you. What have we got, Michaela?
We've got a message, an incredible message coming up. We've got praise and worship.
Good.
We've got a memory verse. And, Samuel, we have a competition.
A competition, I can't wait. So make sure that you hang around to the very end to find out what that competition is and how you can enter it.
But right now, we have praise and worship.
Yeah, we do. Hey Kids Fam, do you know what time it is?
It's time for praise and worship.
Come on, so why don't you stand to your feet, get all stretched and ready to go, because we are about to do some praise and worship. Let's do this.
Here in you I'm found, standing in your love. You take control, breathing in my soul. We are living bright, shining through the night. As we lift you high, oh, we lift you high. We will dance in your presence, lifting up one voice to you, my King. Jesus conquered death, set me free. this city. Let this nation, let the whole world know God be famous. Let this city, let this nation, let the whole world know God be famous. Praises rising as God is moving. Let the whole world know our God, our Savior. Praises rising as God is moving. Let the whole world know our God, our Savior. The words out like wildfire. We come alive in the Savior's love. Our hearts echo, your kingdom come. Gonna make you know. The words out like wildfire. We come alive in the Savior's love. Our hearts echo, your kingdom come. Gonna make you know.
Yeah, that's so good. You guys are awesome. Take a look at our friends from Central Queensland.
Hello from Central Queensland. This is Lauren Kelly with Ruby and Boaz joining us in the bush where we are talking about kindness. I'm sure many of you guys have had to deal with annoying younger siblings. Today Ruby is building a bush cubby, but Boaz just wants to help out. He isn't particularly strong or coordinated, so he tends to get in the way. Ruby can choose to send him away and get the job done faster, or she can kindly choose to include Boaz and help him out. Sometimes it can seem hard choosing to be kind, but often we find it's actually more fun choosing kindness and playing nicely with others. Ruby looks like she's having fun with Boaz, and Boaz just loves his auntie. This has been lots of fun. Lauren, Ruby and Boaz signing out. Back to HQ.
Hey guys, it's time for our memory verse. Samuel, do you want to tell us what our memory verse is this week?
Sure thing. It comes from 2 Timothy chapter 1, verse 7. And it goes like this. For our God did not give us a spirit of fear, but of power, love, and a sound mind. That's pretty awesome. I reckon we could do it one more time just to make sure we know it.
I reckon we can too.
All right, you ready, guys? 2 Timothy chapter 1, verse 7. For God did not give us a spirit of fear, but of power, love, and a sound mind. That is so awesome. Make sure you remember that, guys, because it is so powerful. Let's go and see what's next.
Are you ready?
Oh my goodness, it's meant to win it! Ah!
Ladies and gentlemen, your host for tonight's event,
Hey guys, my name is Sean, and this is another Minute to Win It game for you. But before we start, I actually have a song for you. This is a real guitar. The song's actually called Kids Life is Awesome, and it goes a little bit like this. Kids Life is awesome, is awesome. No, actually, that's taking rights. So I can't do that, but Kids Life is still awesome. And so for this game, all you need is some blocks. Oh, they're really loud. And so what you got to do is literally build a tower as high as you can go. As high, you know, whether they're small blocks, big blocks, Duplox, or Lego. Either way, they are great to be used for this game. And so I'm going to put my little tower over here for a second because I got something bigger for you. No, I don't actually. I didn't. I just have blocks. And so I'm going to put the minute on and we're going to see how big you can put your tower, maybe versus your parents, versus your friends, versus your siblings, versus the dog. Because dogs have hands, they can do this too. So we're going to put this minute on and we're going to see how well you can go. Awesome. let's do this. So we've got a minute going right now. And while this is happening, I'm gonna build some blocks. I'm gonna build so high to reach the sky, because if I don't, I'm gonna cry. See, rhyming. Anything can happen on Sean's minute to win it. Oh my goodness, we got some balloons. Oh, balloons are going everywhere. Which game are we doing? I'm not sure, but there's balloons. And so I love balloons, which is great, but I've got blocks, I've got balloons. What else can I see? Nothing, because I've got blocks. So we got so many blocks. And so, guys, just gonna give you a really quick fact about blocks. Blocks can be any shape, any size, anywhere. Just, Toys R Us have them. They were built back in the 1600s by Vikings. The main Viking was actually called Kudolf Tusov. And it actually translates into "timer is up!" It actually doesn't translate that, but look it up. Blocks are interesting. So anyways, guys, that is another minute to win a game for you guys, and I am really missing you guys. Kids Life is awesome, but we'll see you guys real soon. Be awesome. Catch ya.
Hey Kids Life Online, we've got our message now, and I'm so excited because this one, it comes from Daniel chapter 6, and believe it or not, it's actually about a guy named Daniel. He's got his own book, but we're talking about God and how big he is in this story. So Daniel, he was like a pretty cool guy, but he lived really far away from his home. But he was really good friends with the king of where he lived. And the king, they were so tight that the king would ask him questions and Daniel would give advice, and it was really good advice. Now, the reason why it was really good advice was because Daniel believed in God, and every morning Daniel prayed to God. And he asked for help in his day with every situation that came. So whenever he got asked a difficult question, he knew that God was with him. So whatever he said, he was confident that God had helped give him that information. So he knew he was giving good advice. But where we're picking up our story today, there was a bunch of people and they didn't like Daniel. They didn't like it that him and the king were super tight, super glue tight. So they were like, how can we break this up? Because super glue is pretty hard to break, but they were determined. So they devised a plan and they went, you know what? The king thinks he's pretty awesome. Let's make it so that the only person that you can worship, the only thing you can worship is the king. And so they went to the king and went, hey king, you are so awesome. You are so amazing. People should worship you. People should praise you. Everything that people do should be because of you. And the king was like, yeah, damn, that's a good idea. I'm pretty good. I'm pretty awesome. So he went and they made a rule, and you could only worship the king. And if you didn't, you were going to get thrown into the lion's den. And they were like, that's pretty big, the lion's den. These lions didn't get fed unless someone got thrown into the lion's den. So it was pretty dangerous. But anyway, so they made this rule. And Daniel, when he heard about it, he was like, oh no. Every morning I pray to God, and God gives me help in my week. He gives me help in my day. When I have a difficult situation, I know He's with me. What am I going to do if I can't pray to God? So he decided, you know what? I'm going to pray to God anyway, because I know that my God's big, and whatever the situation, He's got my back. So the next morning, the guys who didn't like Daniel, they were actually waiting outside his window because they knew he was going to pray to God, because Daniel was a man who was consistent. He did the same thing every single morning. Sure enough, Daniel opened up his windows and he prayed. But he didn't pray to the king like the rules said he had to. He prayed to God. He prayed to our God, our big God. And the guys were like, got him. Take a photo, take it to the king. And they showed it to the king and they were so happy. But the king, he was so sad. He realized he'd been tricked, but the rules were the rules. And so Daniel got thrown into the lion's den, and the king, he was stressed. He stayed up all night just sweating, just praying to God that he didn't quite know yet. He was like, Daniel's God, please look after Daniel. Daniel's God, please make sure that he's alive. But he, in his heart, he's like, there's a cave full of lions. What's the chances that Daniel's going to live? But anyway, he sweated and he didn't sleep. The next morning, they rolled away the stone that was on top of the lion's den, and the king was there in an instant. He was like, Daniel, are you okay? And the amazing thing is, the miracle, Daniel was completely fine. He was more than okay. Because what had happened was, God had sent down an angel, and this angel, he went and grabbed the lion's mouths, and he shut them. So there was no danger to Daniel in the entire night. In fact, these were the calmest lions you've probably ever seen. And so Daniel was like, yeah, I'm totally fine. My God delivered me. And the king was overjoyed. So he pulled Daniel out of the lion's den, and they threw the guys who tricked the king in there. And they were in big trouble. They were in big trouble time. But Daniel, he was totally fine. And the king changed the rules. He said, you know what? I'm not super awesome. I'm not all that. Daniel's God is all that. Daniel's God is so big, he was able to shut every single lion's mouth so that he wasn't eaten during the night. Instead, he was protected. And I don't know about you guys, but we get to have a relationship with that God. That same God who helped Daniel in the lion's den, he can help us in our everyday situations. I don't know about you, the only lions I've seen are in zoos, and I'm pretty sure that I'm not going to spend a night with them. But what we can know is that we face other situations, and we might have difficult conversations or difficult challenges in front of us, like big matches or difficult homework, and we know that with God, that we can do so much. And so we can go, hey God, I've got a really big situation coming up, but I need your help. I know you're with me, and I know that with you I can handle this. And so what we're going to do right now is I'm going to say a quick prayer, and if you want to have this big God on your side who wants to help you, just repeat this after me. Dear Jesus, thank you so much that you want to be my friend and that you want to help me. I thank you, God, that you'll be with me in every challenge that I face, Lord, and that you're by my side no matter what. In your name, amen. So good, guys. I'll see you next time. Man, what an episode. That was so awesome. I had so much fun, guys, but you know what time it is? What time is it, Mikhail?
I don't know, Samuel. What is it?
I think it's competition time.
Yes, I love competitions. And this week's competition is a pretty difficult one, but I reckon you can do it. If you make the tallest tower you can use whatever you want. You can use Lego, you can use Duplo, you can use tissue boxes, you can use toilet paper, you can use whatever you like. And then all you need to do is take a photo of it, put it on social media, tag @KidsLife, and the tallest one will win. Have a great week. We can't wait to see you next time. See ya!
Bye!